Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to my channel. In this lecture, I will interpret and explain the social subjects, the social development through prominent sociologists, which are called generally the philosopher of sociology. We see any kind of subject, any kind of detail, it is not fulfilled without prominent philosophers' guidelines, without prominent philosophers' philosophy. That is why it is so necessary for a teacher, even for a student, that the philosophy and the expert of sociology subject, the prominent philosophy, their interpretation and explanation is very necessary to hold the topic, to complete the explanation, and it is very easy for the student satisfaction whenever they deliver the exam and write down to answer about any sociological aspect, the subject, and even the confusion about the society, whatever the individuals, the some sort of social orders are to be completed. At here we know there are hundreds of prominent philosophers in the field of sociology. In this lecture, I will tell some prominent philosophers, their philosophy in the field of sociology, and it is very interesting touch when we see some social subject, some social explanation, then every philosopher interpreted and explained only one subject very significantly in their research paper, in their writing books, and to support this sociology subject. Anyhow, first of all, when we see the Karl Marx, his philosophy, his social efforts for the poor people at that time, then the Karl Marx interpreted and explained the economic system with respect to social order. That is called hierarchy. It means that Karl Marx named and his work, his efforts in the field of sociology, he explained, he explored, and he interpreted the economic system and social order in the society, and he classified the social classes through economy, the economic status. Like as the August Comte, he is the prominent father in the field of sociology. He delivered the idea of positivism, the positive deed, and the positive effort by an individual, and he said how these efforts comes in the proper manner and give the positive result in the life of an individual. Like this, Emile Durkheim, he is also a prominent philosopher and sociologist. He delivered and explained the idea of functionalism. Functionalism means the running life, the positive move, and the proper duties of any individual when he perform his or her duty for the support and the betterment of any kind of society. Like as we see Charles Hurton. Charles Hurton deliver the idea of interaction. Interaction means when two individuals or are more than two person, a specific group, the interaction is very necessary, and interaction means both of sides deliver, send, and receive the proper message, the proper lesson, and the proper speaking, talking, chatting, even in written form. That is called the interaction. Means when we see a teacher delivers lecture in his class, the speaking of teacher and the listening of students, both when properly bond attached and communicated to each other, that is called interaction. The proper interaction means both groups are communicated properly, and receiving and the sending criteria is very necessary in the case of interaction. You can't say that one figure, one individual is going on to speak, and the audience is just listening and not proper giving any response. It is not a complete interaction. Like as another sociologist named George Simmel. George Simmel explained the case of urban life, the urban society system, the urban sociology, and in this case, he classified the two groups of life. One is called, we see, the rural society, the rural life, and the other is the urban society and the urban life. Obviously, we see all these prominent and significant philosophers and sociologists interpreted their research work, their practicality, their philosophy through their books, through their research papers, and chosen the proper subjects in the life. Like as we see another sociologist, uh, Weber Max, he interpreted the social development and the phases of society and subject of society. Like as we see, there are two kind of prominent society. One is the developing society, and other is underdeveloping society. Like as we can see the healthy society and the unhealthy society. Like as we see the civilized society, and another side uncivilized society. So this scientist, this philosopher, and this sociologist explained this sort of subject in his research and his approach. Like as we see another prominent name, uh, Charles Hartoon. He also the case of sociology in his research to take the social and individual development in the society. So in this lecture, I explained just a few names and prominent philosopher before you, and the main objective with this lecture, I explained the some proper packets of society through their sociologist interpretation and explanation, who worked and experimented these subject in the society for the learners, for the future, and even for the people development in various field of life. Thank you very much. Good luck.